Hello. So this is my 93 MR2. It's a stock turbo. I bought it from a guy. He bought it brand new. This was his commuter. It was pretty worn out. I've rebuilt everything on the car. Everything's new except for the steering rack. That's the only thing I haven't rebuilt. Um, I've kind of. It's like every other car when you build. Uh, Not everything goes completely smooth. I've had some issues with the engine builder. Had to fix some issues with the motor. But now it's all good. I got to change out the fuel pump though, because the fuel pump's been kind of flaky. So this is the old motor. It's all dirty. It actually wasn't worn out. It only had 10,000 miles on it. Um, before I pulled it out, I rewired the motor, cleaned everything up, wired in the aftermarket ECU, put in the turbo, changed the injectors out. I tested everything. So I started it up, drove it around, made sure everything worked correctly. Uh, Then right after that, I pulled the motor out. They were building it off another core they had, so I got the motor back, and right when I got it back, I tore it down, made sure everything is good. I found some oil passages that were clogged with sealant that wasn't good, so I cleaned that up, uh, reassembled it. Found out the stock oil pan wouldn't actually clear the main bolts, so I had to go out and get that welded so it would match. So then, once I got it into the car, I got it all running, and after a few heat cycles, it started leaking coolant. So, lucky for me, the freeze plug that wasn't installed correctly wasn't in a place I had to pull the motor. So, I pulled the freeze plug, put a new one in, and then it's been good since. Right now, it's putting about 350 horsepower at the wheels on the dyno. Uh, it can go way above that. For now, I'm gonna leave it there. I need to set up the electronic boost control. Yeah, we couldn't get it running, so when we tuned it off a boost pressure. That'll be one of the next things that I set up, and then most of the finishing stuff's cosmetic. So I want to repolish the wheels. I have another steering wheel that looks a lot better that I want to get recovered. Um, I want one more gauge in there, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a CAN bus gauge so I can display fuel pressure and AFR in the same gauge. I also have a authentic 98 a Toyota wing to put on it too, and I'm not gonna kit it out, so I want it to look pretty clean. So that'll probably be it that I'll do cosmetically to it. Well, since it's not in pieces, I plan to drive it a lot more. You should see me at some events possibly this summer, or maybe driving it around. So I'll see you guys later. My thing for this week is I'm taking the Super Enduro in to get dyno tuned, and I think we're pretty close to get that finished up. I'll post a video on that later this week. See ya.